So AMBA was my favorite setup. So I talk about it every day. My favorite setup is gap and crab setup. We had a pre-market plan, short under 80, long over 83. Revenues increase and top the forecast. Good news. That's why it's gapping up. But in the pre-market, I saw that it's breaking my clouds. So you can always look at the Ripster labels if you have any problem figuring out the trend. So it was breaking the clouds, and that's why I knew if it breaks 80, it's going to be a short. And you can see that a lot of traders were on AMBA all day in the community because everybody knows that AMBA is an A+ setup. It's a gap and crab setup. I said short right at open versus 82. I gave the 82 stops. First flush, I said cover there. As soon as it's bounced, I said you short the pop here, right here, because closer to the clouds you enter into position, lesser your risk, more chances of the reward. And when we shorted that pop and the stops over the cloud, that went on to fade right back to 72s, from 78 to 72s, then from 74s all the way to 71s, and you get out when it curled 512s. That was $7 to $8 per share profit on AMBA. And twice you could short first, cover here, let it bounce, short again. That's a repeatable system. Let's look at CrowdStrike. So CrowdStrike was also one of our top lists today. We wanted to long it, but you see this big push before the pre-market open, that kind of spoiled our long setup. Pre-market planning on CrowdStrike was 350 support, 352. That breaks means we no longer long. Resistance pivots 364, 360. Bullish bias, no go under 350, 344. So as soon as it breaks this 512s and breaks this MTF clouds, so I knew that was a short. So right away when it broke that, I said it's a short. It's a 512 short. First target I gave was 345, still heavy. And then once we broke this 3450, I told everyone to put your stops here, right here, over 3450 clouds. And then as we start to flash down, move your stops down, bounce a little, 512 fade, and I said 512 rejects. Gave another short. Set up one short, set up two short. Never turned over the clouds. 512 reject, still heavy, all day short from 352s all the way to 340, $10 per share short. If you shorted the 512 rejects, you make another $5-6 there. That was the short, and you see how our bias changed. Basically, it retraced back into that gap zone. So now, if it held this level, we would have longed it, but everybody who got scared by the sell-off took profits right away. Right? The buyers come in, they push it up, but the sellers who were scared get out. And of course, the market was weak, and that helped the short. Newton X was also our short all day, breaking 1 hour MTF cloud, then it broke 2021 MTF. It was a big move for it. I mean, it traded like 300% its average ATR. It usually trades $2, and it traded $8. So that was a huge ATR. And the options on Newton X just went to the moon. But the problem is, these are very illiquid options, right? It's better to short them with the shares. The stocks which the options are illiquid, you cannot trade because the spready options will kill you because there's no liquidity. These 70 ones which had kind of decent volume but not much. So you see that one went from like $2 to $4. Nobody trades these options. So you have to short the shares. I told everybody short right open. I gave the 70 target. It went to 66. You can see how many opportunities we have. This one was another gap and crab. System tells you short. Ripster Cloud tells you short. Step-by-step guidance tells you that. Pre-market planning tells you that. This was just one of those amazing days. We killed everything.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.